Peace and blessings. This video is to glorify Allah, the creator of all things that exist, in this world and in the next. He is the most gracious, the most merciful, the all-knower, the all-seer, our provider, our sustainer and maker. He knows all things, he sees all things, and hears all things, and he is the most wise, and he knows best, as he is our maker, and he is well acquainted with all things. I had a dream several days ago about Islam coming to America and when that will come to fruition. Obviously Islam is across the world in small or big areas, and right now in America Islam is a minority, but in my dream it showed me when Islam would be the majority. And some of my dreams have come true. Some of them are symbolically true in ways. Some of my dreams are just to teach me or help guide me. For example, I had a dream that actually a couple years ago where actually it all came to pass, and like per every thing that went on, like verbatim, was accurate in my dream. And when I was sleeping a few years ago, it was like clips of film, you could say, flashing before me that I could see. And the farther it was into the future, the faster the clips were going. And I couldn't make out what the clips were showing me until it got to the present, closer to the present time, when the clips started to slow down, and I was able to see some you could say film of my life. And when I woke up, I thought it was quite interesting, and I had remembered the slower, the minor clips that I saw closer to my present time frame. And then when I went to go talk to my mother in the kitchen, the things that were said were the exact same things that were said verbatim, and expressions and everything in those clips. And then I'm like, wow. I said, I remember in my dream, I went to go downstairs to talk to my mother about the present that she bought for my nephew. So I went downstairs thinking like I knew that was going to happen, like my mom was going to show me this present downstairs. So I went downstairs, and then my mom came downstairs, and we started talking, and she said, oh, I want to show you the present that I got for Alejandro. So I'm like, oh, that's exactly what happened in my dream. And then she went back downstairs, showed me the present, exactly verbatim in my dream. Other dreams that I've had show me things symbolically that are to happen, not necessarily that it's actual fact, or it's going to be this way, like verbatim. The dream that I had with Islam coming to America in a majority, when it would come in as a majority, this was more of a symbolic dream, and maybe a dream to help me personally, but I feel I should share it for Allah's sake. He bestowed this dream on me, and I would like to share it. So in my dream, it showed me a picture of America, and it showed me that America was financially poor. That everybody pretty much in America was barely had, their money was worthless pretty much, either from bankruptcy, or people just didn't care about money anymore, or their money just became worthless to a certain extent. Fill in the blank. It didn't explain why people were poor or the money was lacking. Like, Americans didn't even have enough money to fund their military anymore, domestic or foreign military that they have around the world. People couldn't even afford to buy a car. That kind of poor was very, very lacking in money. Um, and this was a time where they, as a majority of Americans, embraced Islam, and Islam is a mercy for mankind, um, to bring one closer to our Creator, Allah, who created us, and is our provider and sustainer, and to appreciate and be thankful and praise and glorify our Lord, our Maker. So, America would have to be financially brought to their knees, and I can understand this from a logical point of view, to see that people worship money as a god, that their main goal is to acquire as much money or as much money as they feel comfortable with, to satisfy their physical needs, but they're ignoring the fact that God, their creator, Allah, created money to begin with. He's the one who created the trees to make money, the plastics to make money, created the people to make printers to make the money. It all comes down to the source, which is Allah, the creator of all things. And this is what people are neglecting, specifically in America, and I'm sure this would have a ripple effect in all of North America, that if the Americans were brought financially to their knees, and probably the same thing would happen to Canada as well as Mexico, and maybe the Southern America as well. So at that point, Islam will be embraced, and I'm sure rebuilding effort would occur, and Islam will prosper from that point. And I see money as a huge distraction for a lot of people, that they value money more than their own creator, which the creator created money to begin with. And once that is lost, there's going to be a vacuum there. There's going to be an emptiness there, and people are going to want to fill it. And the logical thing is to fill it with the most purest of all things, which is our creator. Allah does not need us, but we need Allah. Islam is a mercy for all mankind. He sent the Qur'an to mankind as a mercy to show us the right way to live. And at that point, the Americans will implement the laws of the Qur'an, which is the spoken word, or the revelation of Allah, our Creator. It's all the words of Allah that was revealed to Prophet Muhammad through the angel Gabriel. And even Prophet Muhammad, peace and blessings be upon him, was a mercy to mankind, to show us, as an example, the best way to live as a human being, and truly is a mercy for all of us. If we care to study his life, even just a little bit, will go a long way. And if we implement the laws that Allah reveals in the Quran and the teachings of Prophet Muhammad, that these laws are God's laws and the best ones to live by. He's our creator. He knows our strengths and weaknesses. He knows us in and out. He's the one who created us in the beginning. So he knows what best laws to suit us, and the best way for us to live in peace and harmony, and have a fulfilling life in this world as well as the hereafter. So it was an interesting dream. I really felt that Americans, even though they were poor, they felt united under Islam, and they were embracing Islam by the millions, and giving them a hope and a future in this world and the hereafter. So that's it for my dream. It wasn't very long. It was detailed in a lot of feeling and emotion, and if this would be the case, maybe it's, I believe, more of a symbolic dream to me, but time will tell, and all the best.